Hello guys. Is it too early for a Christmas gift? Because I don't think so. I don't normally buy things for myself. I normally spend a lot of my spare money on my animals. And, in essence, that's what I like doing, so that's kind of spending it on me. But I've bought something for myself this Christmas. It's been a busy year and I thought I'd treat myself. I've never done one of these before either, so it could be an absolute catastrophe. But it's time to build my first ever closed terrarium. A closed terrarium is basically the concept of taking all the components of a normal viv or enclosure, and that they would hold, and combining them all together, sometimes with live inverts, but in a closed system. The plants naturally grow and photosynthesize. They release oxygen and absorb carbon dioxide, providing the creatures with fresh, healthy air to breathe. While the creatures in turn consume any fungus and help break down the dead leaves and wood, putting nutrients back into the soil for the plants to continue growing. All the while the moisture content should stay the same, to provide the plants and animals with water and humidity to grow and thrive. So in theory, a mini ecosystem that could last a lifetime. A common problem though is sometimes humidity slowly leaks out through the seal over time, and it needs topping up once in a while. Anyway, I've never done this before, so quite frankly there's a huge chance this will all go wrong. So although dwarf white woodlice or springtails could be incredibly beneficial, I've decided to give them a miss. I don't want to risk their lives on a whim when I've zero idea how this might go. Maybe once I've learnt and experienced more, we might give it a try. Maybe. I wanted something tropical, with vining plants that will hopefully completely take over. Something that will look nice and colourful, while looking exotic and overgrown. An unkempt look. So I've gone for Ficus pumila as a climbing plant to help grow up and over the higher areas over time. A plant called baby tears that will swamp the ground section, covering it in green and giving us some nice depth and texture. With an asparagus fern as the main feature. The biggest plant that will steal the show. So I mixed up some soil, my classic mix: cocoa brick, peat moss, sandy soils, sphagnum moss, wood chips, calcium powder, potassium and magnesium. And I won't be using a drainage layer either, since they're typically pretty pointless, unless you've got a massively deep soil layer. It's a small jar, so we'll only view it from one side. I also want to give the Ficus pumila something to grip onto, and something to grow up. So making a basic background of sealant, cocoa husk and some small pieces of bark. I'll have to give the sealant a day to cure though, because right now the smell's burning my nostrils. My main goal is just to make multiple levels to really show off and make the most of the depth in the build. I don't actually have a plan. I'm just playing around with things, seeing what I like, seeing what catches my eye. I think it's one of the best ways to build a terrarium. Don't overplan it. Have a basic idea and then just play about with it. My best builds are always the ones that just kind of fall into place. quite simple really. Just throw it all in and it becomes a mini world in there. A small piece of the rainforest in my own home. I can't wait to watch this grow in, allow the plants to take over, and make the place their own. This turned out great and it'll only get better with age. And what better gift could I have given myself this Christmas? I'm a very happy man.